Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Nigeria is about to enter into September, the month where the ultimate decision over the presidential election petition tribunal will be made. But right now, there's a heavy development that has just come up in respect to the PEPT. And the shocking news is that 100 Nigerians have already signed, over 100 Nigerians have already signed petition demanding justice as it has to do with the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. I'm going to give you full details of this and we're going to discuss this at large because based on what is happening in the environment of Africa, there's a lot of tension right now, and even the judiciary must be overly careful in whatever they are going to rule out as their judgment. But first of all, let's look at what has informed this move by more than 100 Nigerians, pushing for justice to come out at the end of the day, real justice here. And according to the news, not less than 100 Nigerians have signed a petition demanding justice and transparency in the ongoing presidential electoral tribunal proceeding. The move came amidst the delay in delivering judgment on the petition filed against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the All Progressive Congress (APC), and the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). The presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, and the flag bearer of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, had challenged Tinubu's victory in the February 25th, 2023 presidential elections. The petition, initiated by the Coalition of Concerned Nigerians (CCN) and addressed to several justices, highlights the frustration and anxiety felt by a significant portion of the electorate. The petition addressed to Honorable Justice Haruna Tsammani read thus, and I quote, say, "We, the Coalition of Concerned Nigerians (CCN), writes to you today with a deep sense of responsibility and a firm belief in the sanctity of justice. As the lead judge of the esteemed panel of judges entrusted with the critical task of adjudicating the 2023 presidential election petition, we implore you to honor and strictly abide by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to which you have all solemnly sworn allegiance." At this pivotal time in Nigerian history, we call upon you to prioritize the welfare and interests of our great nation above any individual concerns. Nigeria stands at a watershed at this moment where citizens from all corners of our diverse nation have united to safeguard our democracy through free, fair, and credible elections. We trust in your wisdom and impartiality to recognize the gravity of this moment. It is crucial to note that invited and accredited election observers such as European Union Mission have presented detailed reports highlighting numerous aberrations before, during, and after the election. These reports, along with other substantial evidence, have been diligently presented before this tribunal. We beseech you to consider these vital pieces of evidence and apply the law with the utmost objectivity and fairness. The judiciary hold the sacred responsibility of being the last hope of the common man. Nigerians at home and abroad anxiously look forward to you for justice in this unprecedented and distinct election. Your decision will profoundly impact the course of our nation's future. This is a golden opportunity for each of you to inch your names in the annals of Nigerian history by upholding the principle of justice and equity. In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. As guardians of justice, we implore you to recognize the profound importance of your role and the impact it has on our society as a whole. By delivering a just and unbiased verdict, you will not only uphold the principle of justice but also inspire faith and confidence in our judiciary. Justice delayed is justice denied. Let us unite in our pursuit of a Nigeria where justice prevail and democracy strive. I must say this is quite interesting based on what we have seen thus far, and I don't know how tense the judiciary will be at this point. Not really the judiciary, but that team of judges led by Justice Tsammani. Right now, I think they will be overly tense on the decision they're about to reach. But be that as it may, I don't think we can hold them. We can push them to do things to please our emotion. You understand? Whatever we have to do must be in sync with the law. Yeah, that's true. We have to do in sync with the law. But then Nigerians do not. We're not looking at a situation whereby, at the end of the day, they will roll out what is totally against what we believe to be the right judgment, because already most Nigerians have sat down and have analyzed, taking into cognizance what is in the constitution, what is in the electoral law, and what was obtainable, and the facts and figures that have been presented, the evidences that have been brought forward, the words, outside words, and the ones that have been rolled out. All of these have been put together. So I feel whatever thing they want to do must have the semblance of what most Nigerians have predicted thus far. That's just what I feel. But then we must not push them hard, to make them succumb to our emotional influence, because some of them may be looking out for safety at this point, and for that reason, let's do what greater number of Nigerians want us to do. No, let it be totally in sync with the law, so that at the end of the day, they can hit their hearts in the chest and say, we did the right thing, and this is the right thing. Take it to any way in the world, it is the right thing, and I think Nigerians will be okay with it. But then we do not want any game, and I feel all of this happening with the epidemic of coup d'etats that we are seeing outside the shores of Nigeria is kind of building up a lot of tension right now. It's not just what is happening outside right now, but also there are a lot of events unfolding, which points to the fact that if judiciary cannot do what they're supposed to do, maybe who knows if Nigerians will not do what I saw a video today. I know a lot of you must have seen that video where a young man was innocently arrested by police, a strange name put on him, a strange crime put on him, and he had been in prison for not less than 10 years. He lost everything that he had ever lived for, if not for the fact that some of these organizations just went there and they saw his situation and they picked it up, only to realize that it was a false accusation on him by one ASP Dikoso. Said he's a woman and all of that. I mean, all of that makes Nigerians to be overly agile. They want judiciary to do their work well, because like the case of this young man, if the judiciary has done their work well and said this guy needs a lawyer, this guy needs to talk, we want to hear his own perspective as it has to do with this kid, allow him to talk in court. That young man would not have spent 10 years without any reason, behind bars without any reason, So putting all of that together and what is happening outside, close by, the tension is so much on the judiciary. And with these over 100 people signing for justice to be delivered in the Presidential Election Petition Court, it means that we should be expecting one of the best judgment. However, that's what I like to leave in.